Did you know there's a fascinating concept called mental toughness? Let me tell you a story about someone who embodied it perfectly, none other than Thomas Alva Edison. In 1914, Edison's factory was completely destroyed in a massive fire. The flames were so intense that nothing could be saved. He suffered a loss equivalent to 23 million US in today's value. Even worse, years of work on a prototype he'd been developing were reduced to ashes. You'd expect someone to break down in such a moment, right? But Edison's reaction was extraordinary. He stood there, watching the fire, and said, "Thank goodness. All my mistakes have burned away. Now I can start afresh." This is the essence of mental strength, the ability to remain calm, composed, and even optimistic in the face of utter devastation. Just like you need a healthy diet and regular exercise to stay physically fit, there are habits that can transform even the mentally weak into mentally strong individuals. And today, we're going to explore 5 such habits. Have you heard about the eagle's incredible journey of transformation? An eagle can live up to 70 years, but to reach that age, it must make a life-altering decision at 40. At this point, its talons grow weak, unable to grasp prey effectively. Its beak becomes overgrown and blunt, and its feathers grow thick, making flight nearly impossible. The eagle faces 2 choices: die or endure an excruciating process of renewal. Here's what it does. The eagle flies to a mountaintop and begins its transformation. It repeatedly strikes its beak against rocks until the overgrown part breaks off. Once the new beak grows, it plucks out its weakened talons. When the talons regenerate, the eagle tears out its heavy old feathers. This painful process takes 150 days, but at the end of it, the eagle emerges renewed, ready to soar for another 30 years. Change is never easy, it's painful and challenging. But like the eagle, mentally strong people embrace change instead of fearing it. They endure discomfort to come out stronger on the other side. Remember, when it rains, most birds seek shelter. But the eagle, it flies above the clouds. Think back to the last time you agreed to do something that ruined your schedule. Maybe it was a task you didn't want to take on, but you couldn't say no. Later, you regretted it because it derailed your entire day. If this sounds familiar, it might mean you struggle with boundaries. Mentally strong people, on the other hand, are experts at setting boundaries. They know what deserves their time and energy and what doesn't. They understand when to say no and when to step back. Whether it's avoiding unnecessary conversations or being selective about their commitments, mentally strong individuals protect their time and mental space. Remember, saying no to something unimportant is saying yes to what truly matters. Let me tell you about Virat Kohli, one of the most disciplined athletes in the world. In 2017, I read an article about how Kohli used to be a foodie. He loved dishes like butter chicken, mutton rolls, and chole bhature. But today, Kohli's diet is so strict that he doesn't even add sugar to his coffee. Why? Because he understands that discipline and sacrifice are the cornerstones of achieving greatness. Whether it's giving up unhealthy food, bad habits, or even social distractions, mentally strong people are willing to sacrifice short-term pleasures for long-term goals. No purpose is achieved without sacrifice. Remember, what you give up today builds the strength and focus you need for tomorrow. If you think Elon Musk meticulously plans for success every time, think again. In an interview about SpaceX, Musk revealed his mindset. "I hope for success, but I prepare to survive at least 3 consecutive failures." This reveals a vital trait of mentally strong people. They're not just ready for success, they're open to failure too. They view mistakes as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Mentally strong individuals learn, adapt, and grow from their failures, treating them as valuable lessons rather than setbacks. Once, I met a young man at the office who radiated confidence. He was fit, focused, and carried himself with an air of calm authority. Initially, I thought he was just starting his career, but to my surprise, he turned out to be the director of a major business unit. Later, he shared his secret. "I never begin my day without focusing on my mental and physical health. My mornings are sacred. They're about me." This is self-love in action. Mentally strong people prioritize themselves, not out of selfishness, but because they understand that they can't pour from an empty cup. Practicing self-love boosts self-esteem, mental clarity, and overall resilience. So there you have it, the 5 key qualities of mentally strong people. 1. Embrace change. 2. Set boundaries. 3. Sacrifice for your goals. 5. Learn from failure. 5. Prioritize self-love. If you want to develop mental strength, it starts with transforming your mindset. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for future updates. Thank you for watching.